So what was meant to be a carefree and fun-filled night turned tragic as 3 young ladies were said to have been brutally assaulted, malhandled, and beaten up to stupor by a realtor identified as Mr. Maduba Okechi Christian. On Thursday, the 12th of June 2025, 3 young ladies decided to celebrate one of their friends' birthday at the Ninth Club, identified as Black Box Ninth Club in Port Harcourt. Miss Tonya Okoye is believed to be the celebrant. So she decided to make a reservation because if you go to the Ninth Club and you start loitering around or moving like you don't even know what you're doing, people will assume you're a prostitute. And she didn't want she and her friends to start looking like prostitutes. So she decided to make a reservation. She paid the sum of 200,000 naira days before her birthday so they can make that reservation for she and her friends. Now, on Thursday night being the birthday, they went there, they sat down there, went as far as ordering some other drinks, ordered some Bellary and shots just to be comfortable. While they were there, a young man by the name of Maduba approached them. Now, it is believed that Maduba asked one of them out. Probably he has seen fine young ladies. He asked one of them out and he was turned down. Now, he went to sit on their seats and one of the celebrant's friends decided to make a video with her phone. This is a girl, she has come out. She wanted to update her WhatsApp people that she is outside. She decided to make a video. While making the video, she captured Mr. Maduba. He flared up. Reason probably being that he had already approached one of them and they turned him down. So he saw no reason why this one would be carrying her phone to video him. Meanwhile, it wasn't intentional for him to enter the video. She was just trying to capture the environment and he entered the video. The next thing, he slapped her phone, like hitting her hand that she should stop videoing him and all that. So the other friends were like, why are you hitting our friend? She was only making a video. And besides, you are sitting in our seat. What are you doing on our table? This table is reserved. Then the next thing, Maduba asked him a question like, why will I be standing and you ladies are sitting down? Imagine the audacity. For table they reserved, table they paid for. And he is angry. Probably one, they turned him down, and 2, he entered the video. So he flared up like, why will I be standing and you guys are sitting? So the girl said, I paid for this table is reserved, so maybe you can go to another table or go to your own table. This table is reserved, I paid for it, so it's solely for my friends because it's my birthday. Before you knew what was happening, as they were trying to even settle the fact that he slapped the other girl's phone, it was said Maduba and his friends, he came with his mopo and bodyguard, according to them. You know, he's a big man. So he picked up a bottle from their table. And smashed it on one of the girls' head. He broke her head open. The girl didn't even know she was bleeding. Now, at that point, the girl didn't even know she was bleeding until people drew her attention to the fact that her head was bleeding. So everywhere was becoming chaotic, like what is going on? As they were even asking questions, Maduba threw a punch at one of the girl, removing her teeth. This is an adult. At that age, she won't even grow teeth. Now, this is her front teeth. He literally punched the girl's mouth and removed one of her teeth. Like, this is a lady. This is not your fellow man you are exchanging blows with. As if that was not enough, the main celebrant said Maduba dragged her from the stairs, stripped her naked, and assaulted her. Him and his mopo and his guards, that they messed them up, they beat them up to stupor. Now, according to them, while all this thing was going on, the hotel management, they don't know where the manager was, but at least they don't know where the manager was. But the waiters and some other persons were there. So they were asking the waiters, you people should call the manager, what is going on? This was before the whole thing even escalated. At the point where he slapped their friend's phone and he burst open the other girl's head. They asked them, please call your manager so he can come and tell these people that this seat is reserved, that this table is reserved. Rather, according to them, the waiters were busy exchanging pleasantries with Mr. Maduba because he is prominent there. Probably he's a stakeholder or seen as one of their biggest customers there. So instead of them to call the management to try and settle what was going on, they were busy welcoming him in a pleasant way. And that was how these girls were assaulted, beaten up, and the birthday became a mess. Something that was supposed to be fun-filled for them became tragic. Some sources said they tried calling the police and they were unable to reach them. A later post showed that the police heard about the whole incident that happened and they've invited Mr. Maduba and the hotel management to their station to give their own version of the story, and equally they are giving an open invitation to the victims in question, which are the three ladies, to come and give their own version of the story. Now it was said the owner of the club, popularly addressed as That's Fair Boy, came out to speak, to tweet on his page that, I think on Instagram or so, that he doesn't encourage such violence and all these acts, and as such he has written petition against Mr. Maduba, and he will make sure that justice is given to these girls. Now the police said they tried reaching the owner of the hotel with his number on his page, but it wasn't fruitful. And they said Maduba is yet to respond to any message sent to him. He's yet to give his own version of the story. So now I have a lot of questions. Firstly, most persons have reacted to the whole incident that is going on. Some ladies came out to speak that this is not the first time something like this is happening, that they know that man very well. This is how he is when he comes with his groups. He likes you, he asks you out, and you're not giving him positive response. That this is how they assault people in that club. That particular club, things like this keep happening. Now my question is, what is the management doing? What have they been doing? If something like this keeps happening, what have they been doing to at least stop it or reduce it? What have they been doing? What have the management done so far? Because a lot of persons, I see a lot of comments saying what were they doing in club? Some persons lack IQ. At this point, it's not even a question of what were they doing at the club. These are girls working hard for themselves. One of the girls is said to be an events planner and a caterer. They didn't go there to see a man. They went there to celebrate a friend's birthday. She worked hard for her money. She wanted her self-respect and to have her fun, which was why she made the reservation. If she wanted to probably go there and look for man, she won't reserve a seat. So people saying she went there, what are they doing in club? What were they doing at nightclub? Is going to nightclub an offense? If not for the fact that this particular club is reckless and careless, people have been complaining that things like this has been happening. What have they done? Why were they not taking actions? Why were they not doing anything? Was it until it gets out of hand? Were they expecting someone to die before they will start taking actions? You people are complaining that they went to a nightclub. That is where they decided to celebrate her birthday. Mind you, these are not children. These are not kids. They are adults. So they have the right to go out. What gave that man the right to assault them the way he did? You asked someone out and the person said, I don't want. Why are you so pained? Why were you so pained? Okay, you went to sit on their table and she was making a video. You could have at least told her, I don't like this thing. You could have done it politely. Instead of slapping her phone, behaving like a tout. You could have done it politely. For someone that owns, I heard he owns a real estate known as a Seymour luxury home or so. For someone that is a business owner, you don't know how to manage your anger. You have anger issue. You wanted to show off as a big boy. You came with your security. You came with your guards. Now they say, leave our table. This is our table. Why didn't you pay double of what they paid for? Or to show yourself, you ask the management to show you the highest table. You pay for it. Why channel all your energy and all your anger, all your boxing you've learned on ladies? I really give kudos to those men that know how to manage their anger. These men that behave like real, properly brought up men. Men that respect women. I really give it to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. You see these ones that behave like animal. Most of you, I even reading the comment section even made me more upset, because what if these ladies were your sisters? What if one of these ladies was your fiancé or your wife? Would you be commenting what most persons are even... God. The comments are so bad that most persons are even happy, celebrating it, saying, hey, you are a real man. I give it to the man. He is a real man. You did so well. Most of these women, they sharp their mouths too much. They show themselves too much. This is not a matter of sharping mouth. It is not a matter of showing yourself. This is a matter of indiscipline, abuse of power, and misconduct. This thing this man did is very bad, is very wrong. These girls did not offend you. You asked them out, you asked one of them out, and they said no. I am not interested. What do? You pick yourself up as a man. You should have even ordered for a very expensive drink for them to show yourself as an odogu that you are. You order drink and shake their table. Probably you will win their hearts, or you go and get the highest table there. Maybe you go win their hearts instead of you behaving like an animal or a tout, throwing punches at ladies, busting bottle on a lady's head. As a man, if you see your mate, you go fit fight. If you see your mate, can you fight? I hope the petition the said owner of the club wrote is actually true. If not, I feel they should shut that club down, because people coming out to complain that this is not the first time this is happening there, meaning it has been happening and the owner of the club is aware and is not doing anything. Because if the owner is not aware of the indiscipline and misconduct going on in this hotel, I believe his management is aware, because this is not the first time it's said to have been happening in that club. So when a table is reserved. What is the meaning of reservation? That is privacy. So I believe the hotel management should have done something. The hotel waiters should have done something. At least call your management. These ladies reserved this table, so there was no need for all those drama. There was no need for chaos. If they say stand up, leave our table, you should have left their table. So my own opinion is his actions were wrong. The comments I'm seeing, most of them are just very unnecessary, and I'm pleading with the hotel management, the owner of the hotel, to please give justice to these ladies. This man should be punished for his actions. My advice for the ladies is that they sue that man for assault. They should jointly sue the hotel management. If the hotel is not willing to do anything, they should sue Mr. Maduba alongside the club. If the club owner is not willing to do anything, is adamant on pursuing it or giving justice to them, they should sue for damages and equally refund them of the money they paid for the reservation of the table. One of the girls, the one they broke her head, said she even traveled from another state to Port Harcourt solely for that birthday purpose. She traveled, come up from her state, come that state to celebrate birthday, only for her head to be broken. Someone that said nobody has laid hands on her, they've not beaten her before, nobody has given her beating before. Only for this irresponsible man to break her head because he lacks home training, because he feels he's fighting with his mates, or because his ego could not carry the facts. That they rejected him. If you want to box so badly, why don't you go to WWE? Go where they box, make you see your mates, make you box with, or enter streets. Go to the street of Port Harcourt and box. Shamelessly beating women. Well, I just hope he's being thrown into jail. I hope the police gives him the punishment he deserves. He's thrown into jail. There he can meet his match. He can meet his mates and get the real boxing. That boxing he wanted to exercise, or the boxing he successfully exercised on the ladies, he can get the real version of it in jail. To think that this may be somebody's husband or future husband, I just pity the woman that is married to him or will be married to him, because this one will be beating up his wife. He's going to so beat the person he's married to. And please, you that are watching this video, what is your take on the whole story? What is your advice? Please kindly drop it under the comment section, and don't forget to share this video. Have a great day.